Hello Tankers, and welcome to the MOS Solo Losers Bracket Final. Today we will watch Spy versus Vityaz Ruski. Spy, of course, is the EN favorite and representative for the EN community. Today I will be commentating with Classic. Classic, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm great. I'm really excited for this match and a chance for these players to advance to the losers bracket finals, in which they will play My Life, My Rules. Whoever wins this will have the chance at the Impulse Paint or the Gladiator Paint for the second place.
So the game's gonna start in about 15 seconds, so they're about to self-destruct. So Ben, do you think Spy has any chance in this match or not?
Well, I've seen Spy develop really well over the past couple of streams that he's been on. So I do think he has a really good chance. He played really well against Avertis Magelian last stream a couple days ago. And so hopefully he does well.
Yeah. And we can see actually the drops just fallen on Spy's side first, which might give him the advantage.
Yeah, however, Vitya has been able to take advantage and take those drops. And now he's waiting for the health kit. Spy's going to have to kill... Ooh,
unlucky.
Nice shot
He
there.
got
Yeah.
right shot in the last second.
So Vitya does start with the drops, but Spy may be able to take back control. Right now, he just needs to camp. Try not to let Vityaz get to that double armor, full health, which he's done. He's still 3 shots, so not ideal for Spy, but he's just
he definitely
camping.
Wants to waste time.
Exactly.
To make sure he takes the least amount of advantage using the drops and supplies.
By just playing the running game. Oh wow! I think Vityaz just got 3-shotted, even though he had double armor. So a little bit of luck for Spy, and this actually looks promising for him. He's 2 shots, so if he doesn't flip, this should be a capture.
You need to be careful on the bridge because it's very easy to get drops flipped from past experiences as well.
So, despite the fact that Vityaz was able to control those drops, Spy has equalized it, and now both players are 1 shot going into each other's base. So, waiting for the next drops to fall. Ooh, that was a nice shot by Vityaz.
Well, the Vityaz should have gone right through the center again, otherwise it would have been a cap straight away probably. By the
you
time
want to take
Spy
the Nitro and try to make Spy 1 shot, I think. But now Spy just wants to waste time until his drops fall, as his DP's about to fall and the DA's already falling.
Yeah, he could take the drops and then just take the flag as well and then wait for the health gun to drop, just like Vityaz has done previously.
Yeah, if Spy doesn't get shot here, he'll be able to take that health and take control of the...
Ooh.
Wow. Another really nice shot from Vityaz, and Spy has to be really careful now. He doesn't want to get shot here, or else he'll lose the advantage and lose the drops as well in Vityaz's base.
They're quite tense at the moment. He really wants to take the health to make sure he's full life.
And a nice dodge there from Spy. That means he will take the flag as well as full drops again. So that's a really good sign.
I think this match is going to be quite a slow-paced match since it's quite small and it's always about waiting for the other person to make sure they're 1 shot the whole time. Absolutely. And taking the drops.
A lot of patience involved, especially in this map, where there's not really many pathways to advance in this map. There's a lot of protection and cover in each base. Wow. Gosh.
Be very careful of that shot.
Yeah.
Because again, they're playing a DP, and if you have 1 shot on the side of your tank, it just flips you right over. And that's probably an easy cap for your opponent.
Man, Spy's being really evasive this round.
He's also being very careful as well, going down the ramp, making sure he doesn't get flipped, even just losing the tiny bit of life. Which eventually, like you can see, his DA is just running out. Another
nice shot from Spy, yeah. He's doing really well so far. just really controlling the center area. And now he's going back to take that nitro, but controlling that center area kind of gives him, if he plays smart and if he plays patient, gives him the ability to take pretty much every drop on the map. As you've probably noticed by now, all the spawns are on either the right side or the left side of each base. So you need to get to the middle in order to take those drops, and for someone who's controlling the middle, it's much easier to get to the drops than for someone who's just spawning, as we see with Vitya's right now.
But we could definitely see Spy is taking his time, taking the drops, and since he knows he's full drop, and the drops in his Vitya's base hasn't dropped yet, he has the complete advantage because he's going to dominate this part right now.
Yep, he's just waiting for those drops. That DP and the DA is going to fall a couple seconds after.
And he still has the health, so he has nothing to lose right now.
Yeah.
So really, Spy could take his time, but he doesn't really want to get shot, and he wants to make sure he takes that DA, which for him is pretty easy to take. He could take it even getting shot once.
Yeah, he doesn't want to get shot before he takes it, and he did a good job there. Now all he has to do is rush into his base and then get to that health up top. But Vitya's is playing smart. Vitya's doesn't want Spy to get to that health. So, ooh, and Spy almost fell off there as a result of Vitya's shot. But he does a good job of keeping control of his tank, and you can tell he's going really slowly on that ramp to make sure that he doesn't get flipped.
Sometimes you have these bugs on the ramp which make you kind of flip or turn your tank over to the side, which, especially in bridges or some other maps, when you go on the bridge, it's a complete pain.
Yeah, so 4 minutes left. Drops are only going to fall 2 more times, and Spy has controlled drop twice out of the 3 times.
Shot right there.
I know, it's hard to believe that he can make that.
Also the timing and practice into this, which makes it so amazing, really.
Spy gets a good spawn. Okay, that's a good spawn. Spy can now get to his double armor. He's getting shot once, but he can get to his double armor, and hopefully, if Vitya's spawns on the left side,
which he does.
Yep, he does. The Spy can get to that flag and rush up over the top.
Ooh.
Oof. I don't think that shot was even possible from Spy. But he does make Vitya's one shot, so they're both one shot. If Spy is able to spawn on the opposite side of Vitya's then and get a shot off on him as he goes up the middle, and he'll be able to control the drops in Vitya's base. Spy does have a 4 flag lead with just 3 minutes left, so he's just gonna camp it out here.
I don't think it become for a comeback for Vitya's right now.
Well, he does have full drops right now, and that health is going to fall pretty soon. There's not yet a nitro on the map for him to take, but Spy continues to... he misses that shot. That is not...
Ooh!
And a little bit of luck for Spy.
The luck is on his side, it's definitely for this match.
Well, that looks like it might have sealed it for Spy.
Especially for this round.
Yeah. Drops will fall one more time though, so Vitya's does have a chance to take full drops, but I don't think they'll fall soon enough for him to
make the comeback.
Yeah, make the comeback. Although it's really only about 15 seconds that it takes to drive from one flag to the other, so and he misses the return.
But with this level of play, I would very much doubt that would even happen unless he was to completely dominate his spawns the whole match, which it takes a lot of talent to, but I don't think at this rate, with both of these players playing right now, would happen.
Ooh, a nice shot by Vitya's right there, killing Spy and enabling Vitya's to take the DA. So once again, Vitya's does have the drops.
Do you think Vitya's going to wait for the DP?
I don't think he will. I think he knows he needs to go for that capture. And if Spy hadn't missed that shot, Vitya's would be over, but luckily for Spy, he's able to get to that DP anyway. Both players one shot now.
Yeah, he's definitely not going to come for the comeback right now. I think Spy has this one round in his bag for this time.
Patiently playing for Spy. At this point, he could probably just jump down and on the opposite side of Vitya's, and well, I don't think he's that type of player. Although we did see Stas Semenovi in his last couple matches.
Playing very safe.
Yeah, playing it very safe and hiding all the time.
Which is a good tactic, but at the same time it makes it kind of a boring game style. But if that's what it takes to win, it was worth it at the end, isn't it?
Yep, and well, he's been doing a great job with that style of play as he is in the grand finals. And if Spy is able to win this round or this match as well as the next match, then they will Stas and Spy will have a rematch um, in the finals. 30 seconds left. There's only one flag that Vityaz now has to capture. He does not have DA anymore, but he's still 2 shots. So this is closer than I expected. Spy's just gonna need to camp and get a shot off on Vityaz here, and that he does. Yep, and looks like GG.
Definitely a win for him.
little bit closer than he wanted it to be at the end, I'd say, but he still played well overall. So in Shortbridge, as the viewers already have been able to see, there's 1 health kit, 2 nitros, 2 DAs, and 2 DPs, and each is sort of spread out across the base, except for the health in the center. Is there any specific strategy that players should use in order to control their drops and get the upper hand?
Well, we can see both rounds that Spy has his drops dropping first, especially, and here you can see that he has a DA dropping first, and the nitro, and then the DA on his enemy's side. So I suppose for the beginning, either he completely rushes and kills him and makes a one-shot, which I don't think would be very good since the health and the DA drop straight away.
Mm-hmm.
I assume that he would want to take his DA on the left, which he knows he will drop around 9:35 or so when he spawns. So it comes very close after the match starts, and then once he could take it, then maybe one shot, he could still take the health on the bridge. But it really depends on what the opponent does at the same time.
Yeah, so for those viewers who aren't super experienced with esports and drop timing, drops fall an average of every 2 minutes, drops appear on the map an average of every 2 minutes. However, you'll notice that with the parachutes, drops take maybe 10 or 12 seconds to fall, which means that each time they're taken, they're delayed maybe 2 minutes and 10 seconds on average before they can be taken again. So you'll see Spy's double armor is going to fall, as well as the health kit will fall right around 940, 935. On average, it won't be exact. And then if he takes it right when it falls, so at 935, then it'll probably be available for taking again at about 725. So each round it'll be each drop round it'll be delayed a little bit more.
Exactly, and if you can master that, I'm pretty sure, especially, you'll have much more of the advantage in each game you play. So,
Spy doesn't get the best spawn. He wanted to spawn next to his DA, which is going to fall soon, and Vityaz did get that spawn, so Vityaz currently has a slight advantage. Yeah.
He's waiting for it, which is dropping right now.
Oof.
Spy almost flips there.
Yeah, but Vityaz is now going to have the opportunity to capture a couple flags with that DA, the Nitro, which he may or may not take, and perhaps the DP that's falling now.
But I must say, he must have had quite the luck to have that nice spawn right there, right behind the house, take and snatch his DP.
Yeah, well, it was 50-50 chance for each player, and Spy got the worst end of that 50-50 chance, so. And Spy almost flips there, but that looks like it's going to be a return for Vityaz, as Spy had to shoot in order to not flip. So Vityaz controlling all the drops early, and Spy, I mean, he's going to have DP up until almost when the next drops, the next double armor is going to fall. So Spy has to be really careful and not get killed like that.
Yeah, but he still has the upper hand since he also has that health right in the center waiting for him, even if Spy dies again and gets one-shotted at the same time.
He has taken that health now, so they're both one-shot. And Vityaz almost fell off there.
Well, I'm surprised he took it so early, since Spy didn't already shot, and he took it after Spy's shot. So think it was quite silly of him taking it just there.
Ooh, and a nice maneuver by Spy. That shot's pretty hard, shooting the opposite way from where you're driving. Yeah.
Especially with BP, since it's a much faster tank. Although the speed of the turning turret is not the same as Hornet, but still, just to turn the tank is very difficult, and to get it on point each time.
So Vityaz knows that Spy's DA is going to fall in a little while. So, yep, as it's falling right there. It was taken really early. So Vityaz is going to be able to control that unless Spy is... I think Spy's going to take the capture instead of going for that drop. And hope that he can get to Vityaz's DA, or at least block.
Ooh, he unflips.
Well, he almost...
He gets killed.
But yeah, this isn't looking so great for Spy so far. Vityaz is doing a really good job of controlling those drops, and Spy gets another unlucky spawn. I mean, he would have hoped to spawn on the right side of his base to get to the double armor in Vityaz's base, but he was unable to do so. He might still be... No, I don't think he'll be able to get there. Now Vityaz is going to be 2 shots. Spy again with that luck, though.
It's quite rare, I must say, to get shot with DP and still survive. However, must be very frustrating for the opponent when he knows he has the advantage and then he just still shoot 2 shots you, which is really a pain. Like, if that happens to you, you're like, what the hell? Like, how? Especially in matches like these, it's literally the most frustrating thing ever. Again!
Again! Yeah, although Spy wasn't able to take advantage of this one, or the previous ones, to be honest, because Vityaz still was able to get to that the health kit, in the center.
Although, Spy still has a chance, since there's only 2 flags difference, and the capture flag in this map takes very little time.
Yeah, 6 minutes left too, so right now he's just waiting for his drops to fall. That double armor in his base is going to fall in probably 30 seconds or so. Although actually it'll probably fall a little sooner than that. And right now he has the upper hand. He just wants to hide. And he gets...
Misses again.
Yeah, well done by Spy.
I think we can see Spy going to control the drops right now. Waiting for the DA.
Yeah, although his DP is going to fall a little late, so he has to make sure that he controls Vityaz's spawns. And once again, Vityaz spawns on the other side, whereas Spy
shoots him. A nice shot there.
Spy has always been spawning in bad places, so...
Another great shot.
Wow.
I think the comeback's coming right now.
Yeah, I think you're right. That DP and the DA that's falling right now, actually.
Well, Vityaz got a very unlucky spawn right here.
Well, I think, he needed to get a spawn on the other side to get to the DA.
Or at least have challenge him to make sure he's got a shot or something.
Yeah. Although he might have a chance to get to his DP now. But has to play it smart. He does not want Vityaz to get to that DP.
No, but at the same time, if he gets shot with the DP, he can still take the health on the bridge unless Vityaz get there before him.
Yeah, but his DP is going to run out. Okay.
That was lucky.
Yeah, a little bit of luck. And a little bit of good timing there too,
yeah,
as his DP just ran out.
Another nice shot by Spy.
Yeah, I think from that angle, from that height, it's pretty easy to, as long as you're aiming for the turret. Even if Vityaz is hiding there, it's not super hard to hit the turret there. So it's not a great position for Vityaz to be in because he can't really hide there. Although he does dodge Spy's shot there and almost flip him too.
To get flipped in this map is pretty easy, though it's the worst thing that could happen.
I'm really impressed that neither of them has flipped yet.
I know.
Yeah. Although Vityaz looks like he's gonna take control of the drops again. One thing I've noticed is Vityaz was only able to capture 4 flags so far, even though he's controlled drops twice, and Spy's only controlled drops once. Whereas Spy has captured 6 flags. So I do think that when each player has drops, Spy has been doing a much better job of using Spy. trying to prove us wrong and flipping himself, or almost flipping himself. Nice shot there.
And you can see there how Spy pushes the tank against the wall to make sure he doesn't miss the shot.
Yeah, that's an
useful
old
tactic to use.
esports trick.
It was shown on the vlog a while ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Spy's just trying to kill Vitias. He knows that health is going to fall soon, and he wants to make sure he takes his double power. Well, maybe not actually. Maybe he didn't see that double power, and he's gonna.
I think he still has time with the respawn and stuff.
I don't know. Might be close because he doesn't have
DP?
double power anymore. Although Vitias doesn't go for Spy there, he just runs right behind. So 2 flag lead, probably soon to be 3 flags if Spy plays it smart here, which it looks like he has.
I think it's definitely another cap.
Ooh.
Luckily.
That's the 4th time?
And then the DA just ran out after he got a shot.
I think Vitias knew that was going to happen and tried to time it, but just got a millisecond too soon.
Although these little things in the match does make the match much more fun to watch. Like, it's so tense. You think, oh, you see the DA running out and he's almost about to shoot him, and you're like, oh, is he going to kill him or not? And no, the DA was still enough to keep Spy alive for the extra cap.
Ooh, who shot first there? I think Spy shot first.
I think Spy as well. We'll see now.
Oh no!
Vitias shot first.
And so Vitias now actually is going to be able to control the drops. His health kit won't be falling for another minute almost. So he's going to have to be really careful. And the double power. He wants to get to that double power.
That's a response by Spy. Just cheeky shot from his backside there.
Yeah.
Of his tank. However, I think Spy will control drops once again because he's only one. They will take DP and the DA will drop on the right side, which he will take eventually.
If Spy's able to kill Vitias right now, then I think it's going to be game over. It's 2 flag lead, but if Spy kills him right now, he'll get to the double armor. Ooh, he misses.
But it's okay, because Spy knows the DA is right behind him, so he's just going to go right there, right calmly. Takes the DA. Ooh, unlucky his miss there. But he's still
got that health kit's going to fall soon.
Yeah. I think you might see another 2 caps here. This one and the next one, maybe.
Possibly. Vitias doesn't really have a chance here anymore, I don't think, unless Spy screws up big time.
Yeah, but Vitias knows he's lost this round, for sure. But Spy hasn't actually gone for the cap yet.
Yeah, he wanted to make sure Vitias didn't get that double power.
Well, it wasn't like he was going to make a difference to the game, since he still had his DA on. But
yeah, fair enough.
Why not? He wanted to make sure he gets that kill.
Yeah.
Go get the kill if he wants.
I mean, maybe Spy's really proud about his DL or something. I don't know.
Making sure, trying to keep every single possibility, making sure it's 1 or above. Because we know that from his stats that his DL has been about 2 or just about for the last since the beginning of the tournament. So I'm pretty sure that is definitely something which he's very proud of. Nice.
Well, there's something for the highlight reel.
Right at the end of the
360 to finish off the.
A 4-0 win.
Yeah, another 4 flag win that time. So Spy just needs to win or tie one of the next 2 rounds, and he's on to his match against My Life, My Rules. And if he wins this and that, then there's the rematch against Stas, which I'm really excited to watch.
I think if Spy does get to the final, it'll be very, very tense, since they've already played against each other. And for him to play against him once again will be very much... I don't think... Do you think he'll be afraid, or do you think he'd be quite happy to play him again? Or happy to do his comeback?
From what I've seen for the past 2 streams, the past 2 MOS streams that Spy has been on for solo, he's been playing, including this one, he's been playing so much better than he played against Stas in his first stream. So I don't know how much of that was nerves about just like, I think there were 300 viewers in that, and a lot of them were his fans. So a lot of that could have been nerves. And so it's possible that Spy will actually be really confident going into the super final if he makes it there, because he's been on 3 streams already, and he'll have played some really good players and beat them, assuming he makes it, of course.
I must agree. On his first match when he played against Stats on the first stream we did, he didn't seem so confident on the shots, and his drop control was awful. Like from previous, like from knowing him as a player and from the past, that was appalling from him. It's like he's never played this game before, pretty much. But yes, like the last two streams, he's playing very well with his drop control, and I think it's really been paying off right now.
Yep, and Stas has been really good at drop control, but in the past couple streams, Spy has really improved in that area too. So we'll see who's able to do it well. Assuming Spy makes it there, we'll see if Spy's able to get a little bit of revenge.
This round's different. They got the DPs dropping first now.
Yeah, and almost at the same time.
Yeah. Do you think there's an advantage of having the DPs dropping first or the DAs dropping first?
Honestly, I think either one is a good thing, but what we see with the DPs right now is both players are just being really patient, and they know that they can't get shot, because if they do, then the other player will control all the drops. So I think this round is going to be a little bit more of a camping round. And not just because of the DPs, but also because, I mean, Spy just wants to win, and he just needs to tie this round to win. So the fewer flags captured, the better for Spy.
Oh. What's actually interesting is actually have the DAs now pretty much dropping at the same time now, so all the drops like drop in pairs.
Yeah. And at this rate, as we saw, Vitya's double armor ran out, or double power ran out right as he took the double armor, which means that the DP's next drop cycle, they will fall way earlier, and the DAs will fall way later. So I think we're gonna see a repeat of the same exact pattern here, with a lot of camping right after the DPs are taken, and a lot of flags captured right as the DAs are taken.
I suppose actually there'd be fewer caps this round, like this game compared to the last one. Since how the drops are fallen, because they will affect the game in many ways.
Yep.
Making it slower, like especially when the DPs, like you said, the camping is going to be much harder.
Ooh, Spy with a nice move there, and that looks like he's going to actually be able to capture, even though Vitya's controlled the drops. Spy has to be careful though, because Vitya's DP is going to fall pretty soon, and so is Spy's.
And there you go, they're dropping right now.
Yeah, I think Vitya's actually wants to get his DP, or he could rush right now. You know, there was a dilemma there, because now that they've both taken DPs,
they're both
Spy will have
equal.
Yeah, exactly. They're equal. But before, when they
he
hadn't
had
taken
the advantage.
DPs, right? Exactly. So I think actually Vitya's made a bad decision, and Spy taking advantage. And the health kit is going to fall in a couple seconds too.
But I think it'd be too late for him to come and get it right now.
Well, he just needs to kill Vitya's here, and he does. And so
And the Spy drop kick falls right now.
I don't know if he was actually aware of how early that health kit was going to fall, and he thought the DAs would fall sooner, but looks like he might be able to get there, but you got to be really careful. Maybe he'll go. Yeah, I think he's going to go for the health kit and then jump down for the DA.
I think Vitya's made a mistake. He should have stayed at the bottom camping.
Oof.
He flips.
Spy, big mistake. I don't know why he went for that shot. I think he could have stayed up. Yeah, I think he could have stayed on top. And
I think he was taking advantage and being a bit too relaxed there.
Yeah.
Knowing he's 2 rounds ahead.
Never know what's going to happen though.
No, never know. However, it's only the beginning of the match, and only 4 captures now has been captured. So, and it's much fewer, like I said, than the other previous rounds.
Oof. Vitya's actually he's going to be one shot.
Very soon.
If Spy spawns on the far side, because his double armor is going to run out in a couple seconds. But Spy gets a little bit unlucky. Spy's just going to wait and hope his double armor runs out soon enough, but I don't think it will. Yeah, it doesn't. And that missed shot actually doesn't matter, because next time Spy spawns, yep, as we see right there, the double armor's gone. And DP's falling already.
I think he should be really wanting to make sure he dies as quickly as possible right now. Because now his DP will be taken as well.
Yeah, Spy should just go for Vitya's DP, and he does. so now it's even ground. I was just gonna run, just gonna camp there. Excuse me, and make Vitya's make the first move because Spy also has the DP in his base too. So Spy just wants to waste as much time. Oh, maybe not. I don't know why he did that. Now Vitya is gonna take Spy's DP and the DAs soon. Not the smartest move. Yeah, and that DA is gonna fall in a few seconds.
Oh, unlucky he got hit by the wall.
Yeah. The Spy not focusing so much this round, and Vitius is able to take advantage and control drops. I think this is the third time drops have fallen, and Vitius has controlled them twice. So Spy is gonna actually be able to get this DA. So
I think he actually might return this flag unless. Maybe not right just yet, but
yeah, Vitius went for that health kit, and I just have to run away now, make a shot, and run. Oh, actually,
DP right now.
DP right now. Yeah.
I think if he return unless Spy again flips, it's definitely not something we want.
I don't think Spy will flip again.
No.
But one thing I really want to emphasize is Vitius has been able to control the drops. This round and in previous rounds a little bit better than Spy even, but Spy, despite that, has been able to
make use of it more.
Use his drops better and make Vitya's drops useless, right? And so Spy has been able to win the rounds, even if he hasn't.
Although you can see with the score, Vitius has killed Spy 6 times, where Spy only killed him 3 times. Yet they both captured the exact amount of flags each.
Ooh, and Vitius misses, but Spy misses as well.
You often find that in 1v1, when one guy misses, the other guy misses as well.
Yeah, that actually happens an awful lot, mostly because
you think they miss, and then you go like, oh, and then you miss. Which is often quite annoying, I must say.
Yeah, so Spy's controlling both DPs, meaning that they're even. Although Vitius, I think, can make a shot there. Ooh, he misses, just barely. And Spy makes a nice shot on Vitius, hitting his corner. So, if Spy can control Vitius spawns, then he'll be able to get both double armors, which are falling right now. The other one's going to fall in a second, actually.
The health kit should fall soon as well.
Yes, it will.
There we go.
So Spy, what do you think he's going to do? I think he's, jump down for the DA.
That's the right decision, I think. Since
I agree.
Even if he gets shot, he'll be only one again.
Yeah, although Vitius did get a bit of a lucky spawn and is able to take that double armor.
I guess here, because Spy could just go up and take the health.
Spy and Vitius are now actually in the same position except swapped roles as last time when Vitius was able to control drops. This time Spy's able to get a shot up on Vitius though, so...
The thing is, Vitius has the same mistake over and over again. He comes up from the ramp and tries to shoot Spy, and Spy always makes him shoot him first, or they both trade shots.
Yeah, although Vitius did play
he won this time, but I think he should really learn from it, since he keeps repeating himself and it's not paying him very much.
Yeah, I've seen it 5 or 6 times now, and that was, I think, the first time he won
the encounter
situation.
So, I think he really needs to learn from this, exactly.
And Vitius almost flips, and he does flip. Spy's able to kill him and take that DP. And so this is going to be a 2-flag lead plus drops for Spy, and Vitius knows that.
But what I find is interesting, Spy does not actually focus on the nitros. He doesn't take it, like, Vitius takes all the drops. Spy completely ignores the nitros since...
Well, they are in a bad position, and I think when I was watching the hammer and the ricochet solos, yeah, I think you were talking about that before. That's actually a big deal. A minute left, and I don't think Vitius realized that Spy flipped.
No, he just stopped, and
Spy might be able to get to that DP. I think Spy will be able to get to that DP.
Yeah, there you go. Unfortunately, he returns the flag, but yeah, it's game over.
As I was saying, when I was watching the ricochet and the hammer solo matches from TOF a few months ago, I noticed that some players would take the nitros and others would completely ignore them. And I think in this format, completely ignoring them is actually the better way to go. And I think
Because it takes lots of time just to go around and take the nitro.
exactly. So
And
Spy,
with that, you could just go take the flag and shoot the other guy. Whereas here, you have to go right around the base.
yeah, I think Spy realized that and has not been doing it as a result.
He flips without getting
And
shot.
Vithias flips again, yeah. Although 20 seconds left, and
Maybe one
basically
last
a
cap.
5 flag lead now for Spy because Vithias needed to win this round in order to keep it going. So a great job by Spy. I've really he's grown a lot over the past 3 streams that we've seen him in.
And definitely improved himself.
Absolutely. So congratulations to both Vithias Ruski and Spy.
Notice less about the drops control.
Yeah. Congrats to both of them. Vithias sadly has been eliminated from the tournament, but he got a really long way, played a lot of great matches. So congrats to him, and especially congrats to Spy, who as our EN community representative has been doing a great job, especially with the pressure of the streams. And so he'll be moving on to play My Life, My Rules in the Losers Bracket Finals. And if he wins that, he'll have a chance to compete for Impulse. I would like to thank Classic for commentating with me, and a special thanks to Makxxe, who has been our fill-in broadcaster and has done a great job, and we really appreciate the last-minute preparation that he put in. Until next time, thanks, guys.
Thank you.